You flip on the kitchen light and see two glowing orbs staring back at you from the darkness. Your cat, perfectly at home in the near total blackness. We've all heard the saying, cats can see in the dark. But is it true? Do they have some kind of magical night vision? The reality is even more fascinating. Cats can't see in absolute darkness. No creature can. But what they can do is see with less than 1/6 the amount of light we need. They are masters of low light vision, and their eyes are engineered like sophisticated biological night vision goggles. So, how is this possible? The first secret lies in a hidden mirror at the back of their eyes, a layer of tissue called the tapetum lucidum. This Latin name means shining tapestry, and it acts exactly like a reflector. When a tiny bit of light enters a cat's eye, it passes over the light-sensitive cells, hits this mirror, and bounces back for a second pass. This double tap of light essentially amplifies what's available, making the most of every single photon. This is also the reason for the infamous eye shine, you re-seeing your flashlight reflected back at you. But that's only half the story. While their eyes are brilliant at collecting light, there's a surprising trade-off that dramatically changes how they see the world, especially during the day. The way they perceive color, detail, and movement is nothing like our own vision, and it explains so many of their quirky behaviors. To truly understand your cat, you need to see the world through their eyes. We're about to reveal what your cat's vision is really like in the next block, and it will change how you see them forever. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss it. So, if cats have such superior vision, why do they sometimes seem to stare right past you or struggle to find a stationary toy? The answer lies in the trade-offs their eyes have made for mastering the dark. While they are exceptional at seeing in dim light, their vision in bright light is fundamentally different from ours and in some ways inferior. The first major difference is color. For decades, we believed cats saw only in grayscale. We now know that's not entirely true, but their world is far less colorful than ours. They are essentially red-green colorblind. Think of their vision like a faded photograph where blues and yellows are somewhat visible, but reds and greens appear as muddy shades of gray. That vibrant red laser dot. They're chasing the rapid movement, not the bright color. The second trade-off is detail and clarity. A human eye is packed with cone cells for sharp, focused vision in daylight. A cat's eye is dominated by rod cells for detecting light and motion. The result, where you might see a sharp, high-definition image, your cat sees a slightly blurrier, grainier picture. Their visual acuity is about 21/100th to 22/100th, meaning what a human can see clearly at 100 or 200 feet. A cat needs to be just 20 feet away to see with the same clarity. They are nearsighted, perfect for hunting close prey, but not for admiring distant scenery. But this lack of detail is compensated for by an overwhelming strength, the ability to detect the slightest movement. Their eyes are hardwired motion detectors. A tiny twitch of a tail or a scuttling insect across the room is picked up instantly, while a perfectly still object might be almost invisible to them. This explains so much of their behavior, but this incredible design leads to a big question. If their vision is so specialized for hunting, what does that mean for how they interact with you and your home? The answer in the next block reveals how they truly recognize you, and it's not with their eyes. Stay with us. So, if your cat's vision is blurry, nearsighted, and mostly colorblind, how does it navigate your world so effectively? How does it recognize you? The truth is, your cat doesn't rely on its eyes to identify you in the way a human would. You are not recognized by the details of your face, but by a much richer and more complex sensory profile. Your cat's primary method of recognition is your unique scent signature. You are a walking, talking cloud of familiar Smalzura skin. Your perfume, the scent of your home, even your stress or happiness has a smell to them. When your cat rubs against your legs, it isn't just being affectionate. It is actively marking you with its scent from glands on its face and then reconfirming that scent, solidifying you as family. This is why a cat returning from the vet might be greeted with hostility. It smells foreign. Sound is their second most critical sense. A cat's hearing is vastly superior to ours. They can hear the high-pitched frequency of a rodent squeak and the microscopic crinkle of a treat bag from another room. They learn the specific sound of your footsteps, your car engine, and the unique tone of your voice. They don't see you in a high definition, but they know the symphony of sounds that you make. Your voice is not a detailed picture. It's a familiar and comforting track. This reliance on scent and sound over sight explains so much. It's why a completely still cat toy is ignored. But the moment it twitches, their predatory vision kicks in. It is why they may startle if you approach them silently from an unexpected angle of view bypassed their primary recognition systems. But this leads to a crucial question for any owner. How can we use this knowledge to enrich their lives and strengthen our bond? The final piece of the puzzle is about designing a home that caters to their true senses, not our human ones. We'll show you how next. Knowing that your cat lives in a world of scent, sound, and motion, not high-definition visuals, changes everything. It means the key to a happy, stimulated, and well-behaved cat lies in designing an environment that engages their true senses, not the ones we prioritize. Boredom is the root of most behavioral issues, and the solution is a home that speaks their language. Let's start with sight. Since they are wired to hunt movement, static toys are useless. The laser pointer is a great starter, but it can lead to frustration because they can never catch it. Always follow a laser session with a physical toy they can actually bite and capture, like a feather wand, to provide a satisfying conclusion to the hunt. Place perches and cat trees near windows where they can watch birds and leaves. Moving this is live television for them, engaging their motion detection superpower. Next, and most importantly, is scent. This is the most overlooked aspect of feline enrichment. Create a scentscape in your home. When you come home, let them sniff your hands and bags to gather information. Bring in savor, outdoor elements like a pine cone or a leaf for them to investigate. Use synthetic feline facial pheromone diffusers in areas where they sleep to create zones of ultimate comfort and safety. Most crucially, when introducing anything new, a piece of furniture, a new person, or especially in other petal ways, introduce via scent first. Rub the new item with a cloth and then let your cat sniff it or swap bedding between pets before they ever meet face to face. Finally, leverage their incredible hearing. Leave a bird documentary playing on the TV for them when you're out. Crinkle that treat bag from across the house to engage a hunter-esque focus and call them to you. But also respect their ears. Avoid loud, sudden noises and provide hiding spots where they can feel safe from the acoustic chaos of a household. But how do you tie all of this together to build an unbreakable bond? The final secret isn't about what you buy, it's about how you communicate. We'll show you the one thing you can do that they understand perfectly. You've built the perfect sensory-enriched environment. But the final, most powerful step to bonding with your cat has nothing to do with toys, scents, or sounds. It's about speaking their native language. The language of blink and do me sit body cues. If you want to show your cat you are a friend, not a threat, you need to master one simple gesture, the slow blink. Scientists who study feline behavior have confirmed what observant cat owners have long suspected. The slow blink is a cat's equivalent of a smile. In the tense world of animal communication, closing your eyes in the presence of another is the ultimate sign of trust. It signals, I feel so safe with you that I am willing to briefly shut down my primary defense system. It's a kitty peace treaty, so how do you do it? It's simple. Catch your cat's gaze when they are relaxed and looking at you. Gently, slowly, half close your eyes. Hold that position for a second, and then fully close your eyes for another second or two. Finally, slowly open them and look away. You are not staring. You are having a polite, trusting conversation. Repeat this. What you will often see in return is mesmerizing. Your cat will likely slow blink back at you. This is them accepting your message and returning the affection you have just successfully communicated. I love you in pure cat. This is the ultimate takeaway. To truly connect with a cat, you must stop seeing them as a fuzzy human and start respecting them as the complex, sensory-driven creature they are. Engage their hunter's eyes with movement, comfort their world with familiar scents, and seal your bond with a gesture of trust. You now hold the key not just to understanding their vision, but to seeing the world through their eyes.